So today I'm going to be going on a bit of a rampage of making videos. I'm going to be making about 7 or 8 different videos today because by the time that this video is posted, I'm going to be on vacation and I'm going to leave you guys. I'm going to schedule about 7 or 8 different videos while I'm gone for 2 weeks so that you guys have something to entertain yourselves with while I am pretty much off the grid. I'm going to be in the Bahamas, so I won't have cell phone service. So enjoy them. Starting with this video. So I'm going to be making all of them today. This video is just going to be me talking on a little bit of a rant, kind of tips and tricks about sampling, decanting, blind buying, all of that stuff. What you should, when you shouldn't, stuff like that. So that's what we're doing today. Without further ado, let's get it. What's going on, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka FragranceDoud. Thank you guys so much for joining me for yet another fragrance video where I'm going to be doing a little bit of a tips and tricks style video where I'm going to be talking about decanting, sampling, blind buying, when you should, when you shouldn't. But before we get into that, even though I'm on vacation, make sure to hit that like. And then also, if you're not subscribed, make sure to do so if you do like my content. And then comment below and let me know what kind of person you are. Are you the kind of person that likes to blind buy everything just because? Are you the kind of person that likes to sample everything before just because? Or are you a mix of the two, kind of like myself? With that said, we're just going to get straight into it with a little bit of a alert here, kind of like a forewarning. If you're somebody who doesn't like reviewers when they review decants, then you're probably not going to like my channel and you're probably just going to want to go. And nothing against you or whatever, but I'm going to be reviewing more decants this year than I ever have. And especially when it comes to new release designers, which I'm a huge fan of on my channel, new release designer fragrances, which I've already, if you want to have a warning, I've already picked up 2 of the new 4 fragrances that were released, and 1 of the other 2 actually isn't even available to buy at this point in time. With that said, I always recommend sampling. There's going to be one fragrance specifically that I want to just put a little bit of a shout out here. The one that kind of spawned this video is the one that I'm going to be doing my full review on coming up soon, and the decant is just about empty now, of YSL Elixir. It's $200. It's $180 plus tax, so like $194 after tax, and it's 2 ounces, so about $100 per milliliter. And I told you guys in my video, I went to Macy's, I tried it out, and I thought to myself, this smells really good. I'm going to add it to my collection. But in about a week, when I get back from vacation, 2 weeks, it's going to be on News Parfums in France for about $100 because that's usually what Sauvage Elixir is. So I'm going to say it's probably going to be around 100. So I'm going to be picking that up on there, which is going to be the smarter bet. If you're the kind of person that likes to go to Macy's and spend $200 on a fragrance that you can get for $100 in 2 weeks, then there's something wrong with you, to be honest with you. I mean, great, you want to get it right away, but honestly, save that for the reviewers that are just nuts, that are going out there and spending $200 on a fragrance you can get half off. But always look for a sale, because I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm buying fragrances to review for you guys, but I'm also not going to be stupid about it. I just spent $250 on Boss Scent Elixir and Bad Boy Cobalt Elixir, so I wasn't about to buy another YSL Elixir for $200 right before I leave for vacation. Kind of makes sense, right? So yeah, if you're somebody that is kind of like a hater on decanting for fragrance reviews, then you're probably not going to like my channel. With that said, there are going to be specific times where blind buying is going to be okay. For instance, last year, Spice Bomb Infrared Eau de Parfum came out. I already knew that Spice Bomb Infrared, the Eau de Toilette, was my favorite in the line. So guess what? I'm going to blind buy the Eau de Toilette or the Eau de Parfum because Spice Bombs are about $100. And so that's not too expensive. That's not crazy expensive over the top. And I was like, if it comes on discounters, it's probably going to only be about $10 less than that, at least for the first year, because I know YSLs come on a lot cheaper, but Spice Bombs don't. So obviously I'm going to blind buy that because I knew I was going to at least like the fragrance or enjoy it a little bit. So that's exactly why I would blind buy that fragrance. But if you're somebody that just goes out there and you blind buy every single fragrance you're interested in, honestly, that's stupid. Because it's just going to be a waste of money. If you get that fragrance in and you don't like it, are you just going to put it on your shelf because you're like that rich that you need to do it? Because I mean, I'm a pharmacist, but I'm not stupid about money. And so I'm going to go out and I'm going to test out things first. And so last year, I picked up 35 full bottles of the 43 new releases. And so that tells you, I buy a lot of fragrances, but I ended up selling like 23 of them that I didn't like. And so at this year, I decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up only the ones that I'm super excited about. I'm going to test out the rest, buy the ones that I like from that bunch. And then as far as niche are concerned, I'm going to be doing the same thing that I did all of last year, which I have a video coming up sometime this week where I'm going to be talking about the top 8 fragrances that I tried in 2023 as far as testing and that I'm going to buy within this next couple months. So like top 8 fragrances that I'm on hunt for. With that said, so sampling is always one thing that you need to do. I mean, go into your Macy's, go into your Sephora, test things out. That's where they're coming in. You're going to test them out just like an average Joe would go into a Macy's to find their one fragrance they like. They're still going to try out other ones. Even though you're in fragrance community, you still don't want to be stupid. So test before you buy. And if you have decants at home that are empty, just take them with you. And if you like a fragrance but you're not sure if you want to buy it, ask the person at Macy's, hey, instead of me spraying like 6 or 7 sprays on myself to wear, can I just spray that into a decant so that I can wear it at home and at least understand if I'm going to want to buy this fragrance or not? And a lot of times they'll say yes. I mean, yes, I have hookups at my Sephora and at my Macy's that let me do that all the time, but some people might not have that. So if you have an empty decant lying around, like I have this one. I have a bunch of decants at my house, and I just take it with me, and hopefully they let me spray it in there. So anyway, I'm sick of the people that are out there that are like, he needs to stop decanting fragrances, or I can't believe you're going to get a review of a fragrance. How can you review a fragrance, a first impression of a fragrance when it's just in a decant? The same damn way as if you went into a Macy's and you sprayed it on your wrist and you were like, oh yeah, that's good. That's the first impression of the fragrance, is that was good. This is what I smell from it. It's a first impression fragrance. And then if you get a decant, which I got about 2 milliliters, which is about 3 to 4 wears, which is what I got out of the fragrance, you can at least know what the full breakdown of the fragrance is, how long it's going to last on your skin. It's not going to change any different as if you were just to buy the bottle and spray it. So save yourself some money. And so I am actually it's supposed to be on News Parfums within the next coming week. I'm going to be buying the new YSL Y Elixir. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to get the new Terre d'Hermes. That one that sounds like herpes, like herpes. It's like Herbace Vives, but I'm getting those too. But anyway, with that said, I have almost 1,000 decants. I have to go through and clean them out before I leave for vacation, so I'm going to try to bog that down a bit. But I go through, I test all my fragrances, I find out which ones I love, and when it comes to niche fragrances, any fragrance that's over $150, to be fair, because now designers are just getting up there. You can find a lot of niche that are less than designers nowadays, but when it comes to anything over $150, I'm testing that fragrance before I buy it. No matter if it's something I'm super looking forward to, I'm not going out there and just throwing down $150 for no reason. So that's just my little rant today. Let me know what your thoughts are on sampling versus blind buying. I mean, blind buy if you know that you're going to like the fragrance, but don't be stupid about it. I know some people out there just blind buy everything. They have 1,000 bottles. I like to keep my collection around 300. So right now I'm at like 312. And then like 2 months ago, I sold away 40. Every 3 months, I sell away about a third of my collection so that I can make room for the rest. because, I mean, I want to have a nice rotation, but I also want to keep my favorites. That's the way that I look at it. So always sample, 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 sample. If you're that kind of person that doesn't like sampling, you don't like reviewers that review samples, then get the hell away from my channel, because, and if you're the kind of person that hates and tries to like downgrade the people that do that, then you're just stupid. You're just an ignorant person. And that's all I got to say about that. So, yeah, I hope that you guys are enjoying your day, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back with another video. Peace out.